So originally today was not supposed to be an H3 iDubbbz lawsuit coverage day or talking about whose opinion on the lawsuit I disagreed with or agreed with. It was supposed to be a day where I get to make fun of Tectone because it seems like recently I haven't been able to do that. Now, if you head over to Tectone's channel, you'll notice he hasn't uploaded a video in a couple of weeks. Now, it's more than 2 weeks. I know it says 2 weeks, but it's closer to 3 or 4 now. I'm boosting a bit. It's closer to 3. May 26th, we're June 15th, so it's been a while. And you gotta ask yourself, this is his #1 way of growing the audience, okay? When he posts clips, people watch, okay, 67,000 views, that's a lot of views. That's a lot of, you can make a lot of money with these views. And he's always promoting the Rumble, you know, in every thumbnail, basically. I don't really know why he's not posting videos right now. Like, it just seems like a bad strategy from like a content creation type perspective. And unfortunately, I'm not brave enough to go through his 5-hour-long Rumble streams and try to find the gems in the coal. I'm sorry, I just can't spend that time on Tectone's content. So I was largely relying on the clips that he would post on his YouTube channel to make fun of him. And so, like I said, we've been in a drought, but thankfully, I saw this yesterday. Tectone calls out Asmongold for not including him with XQC when shouting out their defense of Sykkuno. Also reveals he messaged Sykkuno on day 1 of the controversy. So, as you can imagine, I'm very excited. We've got some Tectone content to review.
Video, 4 1-hour video, 5 18-minute video, 6 10-minute video, 7 22-minute video, 8 20-minute video, 9 1-hour video.
Okay. So he's trying to make it seem like out of the kindness of his heart, okay, the charity that he can offer to Sykkuno, he covered this to death. He defended Sykkuno. And in fairness, this is true. He did defend Sykkuno. He did. Let's also think about the motives that someone like Tectone might have, and perhaps maybe why he would want to push in this direction. Why exactly does he feel some sort of kinship with Sykkuno? And frankly, why would he want to attach his name to someone like Sykkuno? It's probably because what Sykkuno did in the grand scheme of things, while largely fucked up, while not exactly the right thing to do, okay, he was playing this like twinky, you know, anime boy character, and then he's like a beast in the sheets. Essentially, he's playing this shy boy character to get close to women, okay? These women end up trusting him, and then he ends up fucking them. Okay, that's just what happened. He's going around collecting bodies like the Grim Reaper, and on the surface, you see him as this cute little anime boy that everybody likes. One of the negatives in this whole situation regarding Sykkuno is that one of the people came out and said that they ended up having unprotected sex with Sykkuno. As you can imagine, they weren't in a relationship. It was like a hookup. They ended up, you know, going their separate ways afterwards. So you can imagine if this person's having unprotected sex with that person, who else are they having unprotected sex with, and how far back does this go? And by the way, all of this is happening while he's in a relationship. So there's a lot to unpack there. Not a lot of good stuff. Obviously, someone like Tectone, who had an entire case to get a protective order put on his head top, okay? No more firearms for Tectone. You can imagine that somebody who lost a case where they found reasonable grounds to believe that he had committed sexual assault and stalking, you can imagine that type of person is going to try and tie themselves with the Johnny Depp type crowd, okay? I'm just another man. I'm just another statistic of someone who was falsely accused. Sykkuno's situation is a little bit more innocent than what happened here. Since his case has ended, the only woman whose side he took was Emiru's, but that was obviously motivated for his disdain for Mizkif, the negative relationship between himself and Mizkif, and also his friendship with Emiru. Anyway, all that to say, on the one hand, while I understand, wow, you're doing a great thing, you're supporting Sykkuno, okay? That's kind of what he's trying to paint it as. Don't make it seem like it's not self-serving, okay? This is very clearly self-serving. A, it's a trending topic. B, it's a trending topic that applies to a situation in the neighborhood ballpark of what you had gone through. And C, it paints an image that you want painted.
10 20-minute video. I went on the unsubscribed podcast, talked about it. 13, made another one.
Yeah, but like, you're talking about going on the podcast like there were anything else you were going to talk about. You're always going to talk about these sorts of subjects. You're a streamer that covers this sort of drama, Paul type shit.
14, 15, 16, 17, and I got other people to talk about it, and I made 18 videos.
Name names. Who else did you get to talk about it?
Videos for this guy. I made 18 videos, and guess what? Guess what? And I'll just say this shit too. You know what else I did? I DM'd him directly day one and I said, brother, if you need any advice, I have your back no matter what.
If Sykkuno started a friendship with this guy, I think so much less of Sykkuno than any of that degeneracy he was engaging, like any of the cheating he did on his girlfriend, okay? Being friends with Tectone is worse, okay? That's the claim I'm staking here. This friendship, worse than anything Sykkuno's done in his life.
What? And I gave that motherfucker advice on how to fucking come back to streaming. I don't care. 18 videos and I was there for him day one. So I swear to God, Asmon, if you leave me out of this list another time,
He's so mad. He's so mad that his daddy, the Roach King, okay, he's so mad that Asmongold won't notice him anymore. Asmon, why don't you talk about me anymore? Why don't you mention my name? Why don't you bring me up? Bro doesn't know he's like radioactive at this point. He is a radioactive content creator. Nux Taku will collaborate with you. Okay, you can get the Nux collab, okay? You can get the Jake Monroe collab, okay? Asmongold, I think that ship has sailed, okay? It's over for you, little bro.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I got so much shit for
You're lucky Asmongold didn't look at your case on his fucking channel, okay? That's what you're lucky, because remember, he was, oh, I'll break it down once everything's finished. And then he saw what happened. He's like, yeah, okay, I'm just not going to talk about this.
having this guy's back, and I did it anyways. I made over 11 hours of content to make sure that people know that Sykkuno is not a because I refuse.
That claim was like going around on Twitter for like a day, and then everybody realized what it actually was, and they're like, oh, okay, he's not actually that. Okay. I don't think anyone in Tectone's audience who obviously doesn't think that Tectone is a racist is going to think that Sykkuno is a racist.
I refuse to stand for false allegation towards men. So let's calm the fuck down. Better yet. Let me prove that shit too. Let me prove that shit. The Sykkuno situation, how I found you generally, I know.
No way. People found out about Tectone through the Sykkuno shit. That's awesome. That's awesome. He's growing an entire, what a great, it's almost like it was a good thing for him to cover that. It's almost like it's not a selfless act to cover a trending, you know, allegation, especially if you cover it in a direction that's favorable to your own situation. It's almost like you benefited, you know? So every time you tell me that you made 20 videos on the subject, I'm not going to be like, wow, you're such a selfless guy. You did charity for Sykkuno.
I am not going to show any response, but this is the extent that I will show. April 14th. That's me.
Did he think we didn't believe him? Look, guys, I talked to Sykkuno and DM. We were friends. We were talking in the DMs. Like, dude, I believe you, okay? Like, you're good. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't fake DMs. Like, this is so stupid.
Hey, DMing him. And it was fine. Guys, let's go ahead and all this stolen valor type shit. Me and XQC. Bitch, you made 2 videos. I made 20 hours of content.
Yeah, because XQC's not fixated on this one allegation, dude. It's so fucking funny. It is so fun. It's almost like you have like a personal vendetta against women making allegations. It's almost like something happened in your past a couple times that has like turned you into this person that feels this type of way. Which, by the way, I think that the Sykkuno allegations and everything, I think it was a little overblown. But in fairness, I think it's important that, you know, that message gets out there, because he does play this like, you know, anime boy, I'm this little fucking nerd type guy. Then he's going around fucking every chick in the content creator space. What the hell is that? While having a girlfriend? What a deceitful young man you are.
And I was a fucking advisor. Let's relax.
Sykkuno's fucking assault advisor was Tectone. That's fucking awesome.
Tired of being left out of these conversations. Anyways.
He's so mad. He's so fucking mad. He can feel the fall off. Like, that's what's going on here. He can feel the fall off. Now, I don't understand. Again, I'm saying this. I do not understand why you're not posting on YouTube, Tectone. Okay? As someone who does not like you, why are you just like sacrificing that revenue source? Why are you sacrificing that exposure source? You just heard from one of your fans that came out there. They're like, I learned about you through the Sykkuno videos, through the Sykkuno coverage. Learned about you. They don't learn about you on Rumble, okay? They learn about you on YouTube, okay? So you post those videos, they'll come watch you. Why am I giving this guy advice? I don't know. I don't like him anyway.
Can't trust these hoes. Never could.
Nope.
That's why I'm taking screenshots recording you.
And let's also be completely be 100%. It's not just the hoes you can't trust. Okay, being a woman is already bad enough.
No, being a woman is already bad enough. What are you saying? Don't you have a fiance? Aren't you trying to get married again? Like,
female streamer is even worse. But
isn't your wife a fucking content creator? Oh my god. His wife is a fitness content creator. I didn't even realize this clip was that bad. This is Tectone's fiance. Like she is a content creator. She is a fitness content creator. She's yoked. Good for her. W shiz. I fear for her future, but that's not the point. I'm stunned that he is like so misogynistic, and then also kind of pushing the idea that like streamers in particular or content creators in particular are even worse.
Streamers in general, everybody stabbed that motherfucker in the back. Insane. It's fucking insane. And
oh, okay. He's not being specific about like, he's not saying women. He's just saying like, look at all the streamers. They stabbed him in the back. I covered his shit. I feel like I was pretty nice on both sides. You know, I understood both sides. Okay, I was moist critical in that drama.
And why? For virtue signaling good boy points. That's it.
Now this is the clip that reawoken my hunger to cover Tectone. Okay, but there are other clips that need to be discussed. So obviously, as you can imagine, he's bitching, he's moaning. Asmongold, why won't you notice me? Asmongold, why won't you notice me? So XQC had something to say about that. Now XQC, as you guys can imagine, he's not some little bitch boy, okay, that no one watches anymore because, you know, he did something to his ex-girlfriend. Look, I'm not trying to belabor the point, but this is a real thing, okay? This is a real thing, all right? There are reasonable grounds. So, XQC reacts to Tectone wanting credit when Asmongold mentions he and XQC defended Sykkuno. This is odd, chat. I think that getting credit from somebody else is so irrelevant. Like, if I do something and another creator doesn't include me and the people who talked about something, I'm not going to act offended. All right, let's see what he has to say. Let's see.
8 20-minute video, 9 1-hour video, 10 20-minute video. I went on the unsubscribed podcast, talked about it, 30 other people to talk about it.
Because I don't know for not including him with XQC when shouting out the defense of Sykkuno. Wait, what do you mean? Did he shut me out?
See, XQC's at a level, you know, Tectone might not understand this, but XQC's at a level, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even know that people are shouting him out. Shout out? What the fuck is that? XQC's like, shout out? I need shout out? This is some little boy shit. It is not lost on me, my subscriber count, okay? Just let me fucking, give me some space here.
I don't even... Yeah, but chat. I don't, this is odd. Chat, he's not always complaining, but chat, I think I'm getting...
This is odd. It's almost like he's not posting videos on YouTube. That growth vector is gone. His Rumble, nobody's on Rumble. Okay, I'm sorry. Nobody fucking uses Rumble. Rumble? That was the one you picked? Kick is right there. Kick is right there. You picked Rumble? What the fuck was that? Who uses Rumble anymore? Who has the application? The only person that I can think of that used Rumble in the last like 10 years was like Leafy is here for like 6 months. And he's like watching people get shot on like he was watching like that trans person who like up a school. That's like literally all that Leafy was watching. Point is, nobody fucking uses Rumble.
Getting credit from somebody else is like so like irrelevant. Like
it's almost like he needs it, right?
if I do something and another creator doesn't include me in the people who talked about something, I mean, I'm not gonna act offended. I mean, I don't really give a shit.
Also, I think it speaks to Tectone's psychology. Like he is kind of permanently like a high school, you know, teenager. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of not evolved. He plays his little fucking gooner video games, his little gotcha games. You know, he sees his little lolly characters on screen. He goes, jerk him off. You know what I mean? Like he's this like kind of permanently stuck teenager that's like 36, 32, 34 in his 30s. Okay. He's unk at this point, but he's got like the brain of a 15-year-old. It's very, very sad stuff, frankly.
Like I don't want the credit of that person. Like it's whatever. I mean, it's cool if they saw that I did something, but it's not it.
Yeah, that's a pretty healthy reaction to, you know, wanting to be shouted out. It's cool if it happens. Who cares if it doesn't? Tectone crashes out over Asmongold's recent shit takes. Okay, let's see what has to be said here.
Dude, you just guys got to understand, bro. It's like, dude, I hate this. It's like stressing me the fuck out because like You guys got to understand, when I started streaming, Asmongold was like the guy that I looked to for like everything.
Yeah, what a tough thing to admit to.
Right? So like, I'm just hoping whatever curse has been put on him can stop, because I'm literally getting anxiety by every other day. I have to say, well, I disagree with Asmon here, because like once every month is fine, but it's been like 8 in a row and I'm freaking the fuck out.
What do these guys disagree on?
I can't handle it anymore. I can't handle it. Just let me relax and say,
His wife's got to look out here. This is
hey, that's my motherfucking boy. I love that fucking dude. It's got to be the Jews.
what? Whoa! Whoa!
Don't think it's that deep. You don't understand, man. I don't think, like, once again, there's a reason why I don't call Asmongold an acquaintance. I call him a friend.
I guess he's referring to like the pro-Israel, like oh, I don't want to hear about any of this anti-Israel stuff that Asmongold's been talking about. All right, Tectone gets sentimental with chat and explains why blacks act the way they do. YouTube, I disavow that. I disavow. Me personally, I wouldn't say that. You're not going to change because you want to. You're going to change because you need to. There's no reason to change when black people know other. Okay, we're just gonna watch what he has to say.
I want to have a moment of vulnerability with you guys. Okay, what is your worst quality? And I want you to type that in chat. I want you to tell me, what is your worst quality? Now, I'll tell you what my previous worst quality was.
Oh man, he fucking sets himself up here.
And my previous worst quality was I was a chronic masturbator.
That's the worst. That's the worst quality. Holy shit. First off, I was not prepared for that. That was the one. Okay, let's let him cook here.
I was a fucking gooner. I could not stop jerking my shit. I couldn't. And for the past 10, 12.
This is a real issue, okay? It's just funny that he's talking about this.
16 years of my life, I had no reason to change that. The moment that I severely reduced.
He's somehow going to tie this back to why black people act the way they do. Here we go.
The amount that I goon was when I had a reason to do so. I want to have kids. I want to have a good sex life with my partner. So I needed to.
Well, I read the court documents. And I don't think you do.
Severely reduce the amount of porn that I was consuming. Severely reduce the amount that I was masturbating. But it wasn't until I had a reason that was worthwhile enough for me to do so until I changed it. And it's the same thing.
Man, I don't. A reason is good. That'll help. Listen, man, if you're gooning too much, it's very simple. Okay, it's very simple. You got to pick up other activities to replace that activity. Every time you're trying to choke your chicken, okay, go for a run maybe. Do some push-ups maybe. You gotta get your mind off it somehow, right? Smoke cigarettes. Okay, let's see him tie. He's gonna tie it now.
You're gonna change just because you want to. You are going to change because you need to. That is the.
By the way, his entire chat, being lazy and being a gooner, goon too much, laziness. I'm fat, lazy, and a gooning, but I'm really depressed alcoholic. Oh my fucking god, dude, his chat is in shambles.
That is the way that change happens. And the problem is that black culture, especially
pineapple N-word is, dude, the usernames here.
Black culture on the internet will not change because when a black person messes up, assault, rape.
You said one there. You said one there. What was that? Also, I love how he says messes up and then goes to assault and rape. Like in a technical sense, is that messing up? I guess. But what I call that a mess up. Oh, I messed up today. Rape. Like, no, that's not a mess up. That's a fucking crime.
Robbery, murder. There is no reason to change when the black people know the other blacks will have their back and defend them, even when they are caught on camera brutally murdering another.
This goes the same way with white people, though. Like when Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin, there were so many fucking white people that were like excited that like he got out.
Other person. And that's the problem, is currently they have.
I just think that happens in the States a lot. There's a lot of like that race type shit in like criminal cases. Like OJ, like all of Black America was like, let's go, OJ got off. And it's like, that guy like beheaded someone.
They have no reason to change. So why would they? Why would they? And a lot, you know, some people say Andre Williams says things like only 20% of the blacks in America are actually good. I heavily disagree. I majorly feel that the majority of blacks are good in this country.
Wow, man. Tectone, standing up for the people.
I do. But when we highlight the ones who are causing the issues, it sure makes it seem disproportionate. I believe the majority of black people are good people. I do.
What a freedom fighter Tectone is. This is awesome. Anyways, let's go watch him hang out with Jake Monroe. By the way, if you guys don't know what Jake Monroe is, I'm going to show you a clip from his stream.
But it's impossible to correct their behavior.
What does that mean? Isn't like the whole issue that like they don't have public funding for resources for schools? Like, that's big reason why a lot of these people end up where they end up. Like, you know what's better than correction? Prevention. If you can like raise people the right way, if you can get them through school the right way, if you can give them opportunities, you know. Okay, so before I go, I do have to show you guys this clip, okay? This is the Jake Monroe character, okay, that is starting a podcast with Tectone and Nuxtaku, okay? Allegedly, this is going to be happening. This is Tectone's top guy now, okay?
No, two of them. In reference to this black activity that's reoccurring, I saw a black guy being chased by the police, and instead of being apprehended, chose to jump off an overpass into moving traffic and died. Okay? They go that far. And the other one was there was a guy in a hotel room 8 floors up. Police knock on his hotel room. Negroid opens the door.
Bro, okay. I did not recall him saying that word, okay? Point is, first off, I don't even know how he does this on YouTube. He streams on YouTube. I'm not joking. This is a clip that I recorded like a couple weeks ago when I heard that they were going on a show together. This was on YouTube. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm not calling for him to get fucking deplatformed or anything. Obviously he's racist, but like I'm just surprised given what YouTube like does typically ban for or what YouTube does typically remove, you know, whether it's like community guidelines or whatever. But anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.